We're camping at Lake Kissimmee State Park. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Well, Barb and I decided to take a little weekend getaway. We had a lot going on this week, and we had a camping trip planned. Unfortunately, neither of our kids could come, so Barb and I decided to just hit the road. We hooked into the cargo camper, and here we are at Lake Kissimmee State Park. Let me give you a tour of Campsite 48. This place is awesome. So guys, this campsite is really big. So you can see the camp bus there, and then the cargo camper. And we have a lot of room. We have a really small camp kitchen set up this time because it's just Barb and I, and we're only here for a couple of days. But look at the back of this site. There's tiller. Look at the back of this site. Plenty of places to pitch a tent or a screen house. There's Barb working because this is kind of a work vacation for us. But that sign there says end of site. So our site doesn't extend past that sign. But as you can see, guys, this site is huge and it's awesome. Lots of shade trees. This probably wouldn't be too bad even in the summertime, although Florida gets pretty hot. But Site 48, guys, if you're looking for an awesome site here at Lake Kissimmee State Park, book yourself Site 48. It is awesome. So one of the things they do every Saturday at Lake Kissimmee State Park is they do a living history of what it was like for the cow hunters who wrangled up the cattle in the interior of Florida. Check this out. We're gonna go check out the cow camp. This is a really neat experience. Basically, they show you what a cow camp was like in 1876. There was a park ranger there named Zach who was in character telling us all about how they lived life on the range in 1876. It was really neat to see how the cow hunters lived, the kind of shelter they stayed in, how they cooked over the fire, and of course how they tended their cattle and horses. Hey, Stroke Race. Hey, buddy. No. Pretty boy. Huh? Pretty boy. Pretty boy. Even the horses and cattle are period correct. They are direct genetic descendants from the horses and cattle the Spanish brought over, and it would have been in Florida in the 1870s. Talk about wildlife encounters. We've seen deer, turkey, armadillos, banded water snake, all kinds of cool stuff here at Lake Kissimmee State Park. Here's some of the shots of the deer we've got really close to, and I'm going to even try to throw in some night vision shots of the 9-banded armadillo we saw. And guys, I did a review of my night vision binoculars, so if you want to see those, check that out. I'll put a link right up here. Here's a shot of the armadillo digging around our campsite on our night vision binoculars. What a cool little critter. Of course, he was driving the dogs nuts, but that's okay. It was always fun to see him hanging around. Also, guys, the deer in this campground are incredible. They're everywhere, and they don't seem to be afraid of people at all. Here they were as we were driving by, heading out to go hang out in the park. What a bunch of cool animals. Check these guys out. They're just coming right up into the campsite. How fun is this? So guys, I just had the most amazing experience. I'm sitting here, Barb has the dogs on a walk, and all of a sudden I hear a commotion in the brush. So I pull out my night vision binoculars from GeoFi, and there are a pair of deer walking in the woods, and they walked up to me. They basically walked all the way around me. They hung out by my picnic table. They didn't startle, they didn't run away. I actually got up and walked towards them to get a better shot of them, and they are obviously used to people. I'm guessing some people feed them because the little one knew just to go right up to the picnic table. But what an awesome experience to just get that up and close to some white-tailed deer. Just really, really cool. And I got some great shots of them on the night vision. So here's the video, check it out. So here's a look at the deer as they're actually in my campsite. They're between the fire pit and my picnic table and my camper. And so I was just kind of hanging out. I was sitting on the picnic bench right there, just shooting this video of them, using the firelight really as the light to see them. And then as they moved away from my campsite, I switched over to the night vision binoculars and I got some of these shots. I have a lot more footage of these deer with the night vision in my night vision binocular review video, where I review the GeoFi night vision binoculars. So definitely check out that video if you want to see more night vision footage of these deer. But they came right into my campsite while I was sitting there, and the little one came up to me a couple of times, almost close enough for me to touch. I think people hand feed them, which is why they're so brazen. But what a cool experience to see these guys and have them just walk right into our campsite. It's our last morning at Lake Kissimmee State Park. Time for a fire and some cinnamon rolls. After breakfast, it was time to go on a little hike. There are a lot of fantastic trails at Lake Kissimmee State Park through some great upland Florida habitats. What a cool place to explore, and the dogs loved it. Well, guys, we are all packed up and ready to go home. We had a fantastic time at Lake Kissimmee State Park. This park has it all. Great campground, nice big campsites. The lake is awesome. The hiking trails are awesome. The cow camp is awesome. What a great place to come and check stuff out. And the deer in the campground, that was a treat. Next time we come here, we're going to bring pontoon fish and we're going to get out on Lake Kissimmee. We were thinking about doing that this trip, but we knew it was such a short trip and there was some pretty high winds both days we were here. So we decided to just bring the cargo camper instead and just have a relaxing stay, which really worked out for us. But next time we'll bring pontoon fish and do some bass fishing on famous Lake Kissimmee. So if you guys like what you saw, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos, and hit that thumbs up for me on this video. Camp Outside exists to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. So if you have any questions at all about camping at Lake Kissimmee or camping in general, just drop something in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can hit us up at our website at campoutside.com or other social media at Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter. Guys, thanks for watching Camp Outside. We'll see you next time.